Hello there, my name is Miriam Gonzalez, and I'm here at Access Living in Chicago. I was born deaf here in Chicago, and whenever I was born at the hospital, the doctor said to me, they said to my parents, that I was going to be sick for many, many years with DPNT. When I was born, I was diagnosed with many different conditions. And when I was 9 years old, I was sick with the chicken pox. And that was back in 1987. I was attending Illinois School for the Deaf. And it was there that I found out that I was diagnosed with diphtheria, DPNT is what it's called. And that was back in December 30th of 1993. And then in November of '86, I couldn't taste much of anything or drink much of anything. My weight varied. I went to a Costco wholesale store in California. And that was back in March. I was suffering from heart palpitations irregularly. That was whenever I was at JP Chase in the mail room. My mom was very worried that I was sick and going to continue to be sick, so I stayed. The Johnson Hospital in Cook County. There, the doctor prescribed me medication to be taken orally in a pill form to treat my irregular heart palpitations, and it really helped me feel better. And then in October 18th through the 30th, 2-week time frame, I couldn't sleep at all whatsoever. And I continued to suffer from fevers. And I was still sick with a virus. My mother was worried that I was sick yet again. Again, staying at the hospital. And there I was yelling because I was so scared. And I was sick with the flu. So this was before I got into the hospital, and someone did call 911 and an ambulance brought me then to the hospital along with my friend who's an interpreter. So they put an IV into my arm and I became healthier. I went through more tests. And I was sick and had a high fever and went to the Northwestern Hospital. And my mom was worried that I was sick. And that I needed to be prescribed more IV medication and stay at Northwestern Hospital. And that's when I really started to feel a shift, getting towards finally being recovered and healthy. Then I went to the doctor, to which they provided no interpreter. At the Esperanza Health Center. There was no interpreter provided for me there.
What is something you want your healthcare provider to know about your experience getting or trying to get the healthcare you need?
I wish they would understand that I am deaf, and all of the staff, generally the nurses, doctors, everyone, the receptionist would just speak to me, and that's not really appropriate because I can't really understand them, obviously. I wish that hospitals and different healthcare clinics that I went to would know beforehand to bring in an interpreter so I can better communicate. So I can simply communicate to the nurses, to the doctors, to the staff, so that they can actually communicate to me. Because as of right now, I go to a hospital, I go to a healthcare place, any kind of clinic, hearing nurses will just talk to me and it goes right over my head. And I wish that they would provide an interpreter for me.
What would you say to your healthcare provider about how getting or not getting the healthcare you need impacted your life as a person with a disability?
Well, for example, whenever I went to the Esperanza Healthcare Center, there wasn't an interpreter provided for me. And I wish that they would have contacted an interpreting agency, for example, maybe CHS or CARES, two major interpreting agencies here in Chicago, and I absolutely wasn't understanding anything that was going on at Esperanza Healthcare Center. And so simply the information was missed. Everything that I needed to know was not there because it was not communicated to me. And so that's obviously impacted me quite majorly.